Everybody, what's up? YL with Blockchain Academics. We're doing our weekly crypto review. So if you're new to the channel, we do a Bitcoin cryptocurrency weekly review. We try our best to do it. Everybody, what's up? Once a week, every Monday, going over Bitcoin specifically as it's leading. So I'm just going to share this in our Discord. Got to quickly edit the video. I'm not the biggest fan of Zoom Lives, but it does the job. So just give me 1 second and we'll get it shared and started. If you haven't joined the Discord, make sure to do so. We got a ton of opportunities, decentralized finance section. If you're in the trading DeFi, NFT, tons of money to make in the NFT sections, and let's get right to it. So Bitcoin. It has broken its small downtrend that we were in. I'm going to remove drawings and we'll chart it up together. So actually, okay, I was gonna say, can I undo that? So just quickly before I remove the drawings, we are on an uptrend on the daily. As you can see, we're making clear higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. This was a beautiful daily candle, bullish engulfing, bouncing off the 50 EMA and this strong support, which was a great buy. And not only that, if you look on the 4 hour, that was right under the 200 EMA on the 4 hour, which if you watch my Bitcoin videos, if you watch my updates, I'm telling you, and I've told you multiple times, you might be saying like, this guy, it's the only thing he says, like buying at the 4 hour 200 EMA on a bull market in an uptrend has proven to be very, very, very profitable. Look at the dips here, 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 and here, just from this recent area. If you bought from the 200 EMA, you'd be approximately at 10%. If you bought at the bottom, a little bit more. So what was I looking for Bitcoin to continue this all-time high, to continue this run, to break its all-time high, and to set a new all-time high? So as I mentioned, the daily's on an uptrend. The daily was on an uptrend, but the 4 hour started getting into a downtrend. You can see the lower lows, the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So it was very important for me to see this area broken. The 57, 200 range, and we broke that. So what that does is it breaks the 4 hour downtrend. And we had some strong daily candles, even 4 hour candles, as you can see, that are engulfing, and bulls are stepping in. I should have shown some on-chain analysis. Maybe at the end I can as well. It has been a ton. High net worth individuals and institutions have been buying the dip. We saw a lot of selling for Q1, which is very normal for these institutions to de-risk. They have regulations and infrastructures place that when they have great Q1s, they rebalance their portfolio, they take profits off the table. And Bitcoin has done amazing this first quarter, and it's expected to just better in the second quarter. So April has historically been a huge month for cryptocurrency, for Bitcoin and alts. So expecting to see something nice. So we broke this lower high. We broke this downtrend right here with piercing this resistance. I was looking at a few places, this right here, and obviously this top point. So now we broke that, and you can see we've came down to test this area. This kind of looks like a bull flag on the 1 hour. And you can see, just draw a quick bull flag, whatnot. But anyways, and I'm looking for that to continue and start making its way up back to the all-time high. Ethereum is leading. It's up 8%, 8.6%, while BTC is up 3.7%. We're going to take a look into Ethereum, but let's go to the total market cap. You can see that the total crypto market cap has slightly stalled out. You can see this is heavy resistance at the 1.775 trillion mark. We got rejected here. We tried to break out. We've been trying to break out of this. We've seen a ton of selling pressure, and now it looks like we're going to be going for, what is that, 1, 2, you can count all these days trying to break out, or 1, 2, and 3. And every time we attempt to break it, the more likely it's going to break, and the bigger breakout we are going to see. I think we're going to see a ton of influx of income, capital coming into the total crypto market, and that will obviously boost the total crypto market cap. I think that if we go on the weekly here and use this as a low point right here, and this is the high point, we can see immediate targets of about 2.25 trillion and 2.5 trillion. So almost $1 trillion from where we are at if we hit the second extension. So total increase of 25%, and then about 43% and the total crypto market cap. And we've been, like I said, I've showed you guys, we've been stalling here for quite a while. We're still holding this uptrend. I'm still super bullish on this. And there's some big things to come. Let me see if there's any comments. So that is the total crypto market cap. Still bullish. Haven't broken this downtrend in any sort of way. You know, you can draw it like this, and we are still, you know, the ship's still moving. So let's look at Bitcoin's market cap as well. That is important to me. And the technicals. So this is when we broke or placed an all-time high, and we are actually seeing that as resistance. Same thing with Bitcoin. We were on a small downtrend in the 4-hour, but the whole move's on an uptrend. And when you're, you know, one of my strategies for trading is I want the lower time frames to be in line with the higher time frames before I take, you know, a long or a position. So now my 4-hour, my 15-minute, my 1-hour, my 8-hour, they are now pointing long in relation with my daily and weekly and monthly. So now everything's pointing long. I want to find the best entry on a pullback, on some technicals, or whatever it may be. So this is the 1 trillion mark, which is very important for Bitcoin. And you can see when we smashed it, we used it as resistance, support here. We broke below it, and now we broke above the 1 trillion mark for Bitcoin. Bitcoin as a sole asset, $1 trillion market cap, which is huge. We're at 1.079 trillion right now. And we are seeing resistance at our old all-time high for our market cap, which is 1.086. So same thing here. We broke out of that downtrend, and now I'm looking for this to continue. This would be the next area for it to break, and expecting a huge move after. So 1.15 trillion. And after that, we can see obviously Bitcoin in this move upwards. So let's look at the Bitcoin dominance as well. Do we have an alts market brewing up? I had these targets for Bitcoin dominance a long time ago. These targets, I drew them, I believe, maybe even last year, a while back. And I said, I really thought that a lot of the altcoins were going to go to zero. You know, I thought we were going to move the next Bitcoin market, bull market is going to wipe a lot of these alts. And then, you know, the whole DeFi sector and a lot of these new coins have birthed. We're seeing a ton of IDOs, similar how we saw in ICO seasons in 2017, early 2018, where ICOs have done like amazingly awesome ROIs, which are just unheard of. And we're seeing the same thing with IDOs now, like tons of launch boards, tons of IDO, launch boards, and you know, groups where you can allocate into IDOs with a coin, and you have to stake those coins, and just crazy gains. So very similar to 2017. And I believe a lot of those IDOs will be worthless. You know, there's some great coins in the mix that will produce and probably stay long term, but a lot of those are just, you know, smoke and mirrors, scams, and just quick ideas to take your Bitcoin from you. So we've broken this kind of trend line right here, and we started coming down in a downtrend on the Bitcoin dominance as well. And we broke that and came back down. We are actually testing this huge resistance turn support right now. But if we break this down and confirm like 2 candles and then retest this, I think that, everybody's saying when alt season. If you've been holding into 2017 alts, you've probably not seen some of like the largest gains, but these new coins have been doing 1,000%, 5,000%. Literally, a coin I was watching today, Card Starter. We were just talking about IDO starters. Card Starter is projects launching on Cardano. And that just did a 35x from 15 cents to like $4.50 this morning within a few hours. It's probably still going up. So if you're holding 2017 coins, you're not taking part of the alt season. Like, yeah, there might be those, 1, 2, 3 coins, or maybe a few that do well or just pump and dump. But there are a lot of bag holders holding and looking to sell that. I made the decision to sell those 2017 coins, early on, start a year, so I can get into the new coins and make gains. And it was probably one of the best decisions I've made. So alt season is like happening, in my opinion. Yeah, we might see Bitcoin consolidate and alts explode, but literally alts are doing 100%, 1,000%, 10,000% right now. And you don't want to miss out. So if Bitcoin does break below this and confirms the kind of downtrend, then yeah, it would be transferring all that liquidity into alts. We'll probably see some alts do very well. Bitcoin's going to be showing some love and won't be hogging up all the space. I do definitely think we could see it reach the 79-80% zone. We had a nice run up. So I still think that's possible, maybe get rejected there, and a lot of alts, end up failing or whatnot. So let's go to Ethereum. Same thing. Before we go to Ethereum, I want to go back to Bitcoin and show you guys what I mean. Like, this is when we topped up at 42K and dropped down to 28K. Perfect. And then this was the Elon Musk tweet, like that they bought Bitcoin. So same scenario here. We here? Okay. So we broke this uptrend on the 4-hour. We started coming in a downtrend. Some lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, or testing the low. And then we broke it to that upside. So we broke this market structure and we just put a higher high here and we placed a higher low here. The low is higher than this one. This high is higher than here. We broke that market structure. So now the 4-hour market structure is in line with the daily market structure. I'm looking for buys all across the board, especially in the bull market. If you want to counter trade, you got to be very careful. You need to know what you're doing. You don't want to go short on Bitcoin in a bull market if you don't know what you're doing. So we broke the uptrend, we came back, retested the 200 EMA, retested the trend line, and then we moved up to new all-time highs. So I'm looking at that. That's why I wanted to compare that so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. We are in an uptrend on the daily. On the 4-hour and smaller time frames, we put a downtrend. Now we just broke that downtrend. We will pull back potentially, maybe back to this area right here, 55K. Maybe it'll be a deeper pullback. But I do think this market structure has been broken to the upside, and we will see more upside on Bitcoin. So I will be looking to add to my longs. I actually missed the perfect spot yesterday. And before we move on from Bitcoin, we can do the MSR, and you can see the signals and what type of signals there. So currently we're still long. As you can see, we're buying every time it comes into the 200 EMA. Perfect, awesome buying opportunities, buying as much as you can. So 4-hour is long, 1 hour is long. It just turned long yesterday, actually. So the smaller time frames, the smaller we go, the quicker they are in terms of giving you those signals. So you can see if we do the 15-minute, it's been long, quite a little bit longer. They flip a lot quicker, the time frame. So the 15 minutes long, this would have been a perfect buy. That's still in the 200 EMA. And you can see that it kind of like was bottoming out here. So this would have been obviously an awesome long. So 15 minutes long, 1 hour's long, 4 hours long, dailies long. It kind of looks like we're going to be moving up in the hole to the next all-time high. And I did say that was the last thing we're going to do on Bitcoin, but I definitely lied. Let's actually clear these drawing tools, or we can hide them here. I'm going to go on the weekly. Take us from our next projection, because in the last video when we used the fibs, it actually lined up so perfect. Okay, all my drawings are back there, right here. So from point A to point B, from lower high, from higher low to higher high, you can see that we bounced off the 61.8 zone. Just a quick wick. We can go down into smaller time frames. That would have been an awesome buy on the engulfing. Let's see where our extensions bring us. And those are our two TPs. I'm looking at 74K as my shave area. And if it gets to 74K, I will shave 10, maybe 15, 20% of my portfolio for an expected, 20, 30% pullback, or 6663 as my first TP. But 73, 74K is like my larger TP. And then I think we will see a heavier correction, in my opinion. So I want to make sure that I just have some cash on the sidelines to buy. And to be honest, might be able to get some real estate shaving off at 73K, 74K. So those are my next targets, and I'll leave that there when they do hit. Let's get into Ethereum. Ethereum is doing awesome right now. It is up 8.5% while Bitcoin's up 3.6. So it's almost, 3 times the amount of gains as of today. Strong daily candles. The market structure here on the daily wasn't looking the best because we didn't put in a high. But we're still putting in higher lows. And these two daily candles, like this setup right here, they're already set up. And then this bullish candle right here, I forgot to mention, I'm not sure if you guys saw on the news, I just exited out of the Discord, but Ethereum, or Visa specifically, is allowing payments in USDC. And USDC is on the ERC20 network. And for you to use like the ERC20 network and send it Ethereum through MetaMask or other avenues, you're using Ethereum. You're paying gas. So you have to assume that Visa is holding Ethereum as they are taking that in as a payment. So that was pretty big news today, seeing that Visa is now accepting USDC as a form as repayment. Big news, to be honest. And you can just see how we're evolving. There's so much bullish news on BTC and Ethereum. I could do a whole video just on that every week on covering the news, and I probably should. But that's huge for Ethereum, especially all the NFTs exploding on the Ethereum network. And OTT in the building. Let's get it, Jim. So definitely OTT in the building. But yeah, Ethereum is really pushing here. It broke its downtrend. I was looking for a potential area to get back into the into a long here. Broke its downtrend on the 4-hour, and now it is continuing its move to these highs. These are the two areas I'm looking to break. If we break this high right here, this lower high right here, I'll be confident that we're going to break all-time high and move on to the next zone. So if I remove all the drawings here and put this on the weekly, let's give an estimate of where Ethereum could be going. And like as an initial target, I'm not going to give any crazy any crazy price prediction, but my initial target, which I always had, was about 2,800, 2,795, and 3,300. Currently from that price to the top is about 82%, so almost 100% move. And markets are very irrational, so we can see that 100% move, and really looking forward to Ethereum pushing. Covered Bitcoin, Ethereum, total market cap, Bitcoin dominance, and Bitcoin market cap. So I think that's pretty much it. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing a ton of DeFi videos, IDO videos, so you guys can get into those, really break them down, grade them, and that's where the money's at right now. NFTs, DeFi, and getting into Bitcoin and things like that. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you guys have any questions, comments, and all that great stuff, put